Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to UMBC's 2024 Convocation. The ceremony will begin in a few minutes, and we ask that you please take your seats. First, a few notes for your safety and comfort. Please note the exits around the arena, in particular the ones nearest you. Emergency medical services are available on the concourse level behind Section 101. As we prepare to begin our ceremony, please silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. We ask that all guests stay until the end of the ceremony out of respect for our speakers and UMBC. Now, please turn your attention to the far end of the arena floor and stand, if you are able, for our faculty and staff procession. Please welcome our UMBC Brass Quintet. The faculty and staff procession is led by Fritzi Charnay Meriwether, recipient of the 2024 Presidential Distinguished Professional Staff Award. She is the Associate Vice President for Administration and Chief of Staff for the Division of Student Affairs. The Staff Marshal is carrying a baton that the UMBC Alumni Association gave to the university in honor of our 40th anniversary in 2006. The procession is accompanied by our Student Marshal, Oka Tububa, a student in computer engineering. platform party is led by the Grand Marshal, Dr. Nancy Kuzmal, President of the Faculty Senate and Associate Professor in Social Work. The Grand Marshal carries the University Mace, a symbol of presidential authority. Used only on formal academic occasions, UMBC's Mace was commissioned by the Alumni Association for UMBC's 20th anniversary in 1986. She is joined by Amy Freud, Students Marshal, the 2024 Presidential Teaching Award recipient, Professor in the Department of History, and Director of the Drescher Center for the Humanities.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, welcome to UMBC's 2024 Convocation. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by Kylie Carter, a junior pursuing a double degree in musical performance and biological sciences. Kylie is honored to represent the music department today. Her performance will be accompanied by a presentation of the colors by UMBC's Naval ROTC program. Please remain standing throughout the anthem and until the colors have retired.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Kylie. That was a wonderful rendition. And thank you to the students in NROTC and the members of our brass quintet who provided our processional music. Everyone, please be seated. As we welcome you to UMBC, we wish to acknowledge that UMBC was established upon the land of the Piscataway and Susquehannock peoples. Over time, citizens of many more indigenous nations have come to reside in this region. We humbly offer our respect to all past, present, and future Indigenous people connected to this place. Welcome, Retrievers. Convocation is the traditional kickoff to the academic year. It is a way to bring the UMBC community together before classes start to mark the beginning of your academic career. You may wonder why I and other members of our community are wearing this today. Regalia represents the personal academic achievements of the wearer and embodies the academic mission of the university. The style, color, and length of the robe and hood serve to distinguish the academic degree the wearer has earned and the institution that awarded it. For example, I hold a PhD in social welfare from the University at Buffalo. My regalia is the black with the blue chevrons, and my hood has yellow for social work. You will see regalia again at your commencement ceremony. Now, I am pleased to introduce the 6th president of UMBC, Dr. Valerie Shears Ashby.
Good afternoon. Oh, come on, new Retrievers, we can do better than that. Good afternoon. Thank you, thank you. I am beyond excited to see this arena filled with so many new faces. Your presence here today represents a powerful promise, the promise of the potential you hold and the incredible heights that you will achieve as you begin your journey toward earning your UMBC degree. It is my great pleasure to welcome each of you to this wonderful university. Many of you know that today is one of my favorite times of the academic year, along with commencement. Whether you are a first-year student, a transfer student, a graduate student, perhaps some of you are first-generation students, we are thrilled that you chose us. Whether you are joining us from right here in the Baltimore area, from other locations across the state of Maryland, or from places farther away, we are delighted that you are here. Today is the beginning of an incredible journey, one that will be filled with countless opportunities, growth, and challenges. Students, I want you to know you are not alone. Starting today, you are a part of a community that is deeply committed to your success. Indeed, this is a very special day in your academic journey, as evidenced by your surroundings. The formal dressing that you just heard about just from a moment ago for this event, the mace bearers, the regalia we are wearing, the processional, they all hold deep symbolic significance, marking convocation as a most important occasion in academia. These elements signify the importance of scholarly achievement, intellectual exploration, and our community's shared values. Speaking of scholarly achievement, let me take a moment to introduce you to some of the people in this arena. Indeed, one of the reasons why I deeply love this institution is the people. If you are a faculty member, will you please stand? Thank you so much to the faculty for being present today. If you are a member of the staff, will you please stand? We are grateful for your presence. And if there are any students here who are not new to UMBC, would you please stand? Woohoo! I just want you to notice new students who received the loudest applause. It was the students of UMBC. I can assure you that our faculty and staff wake up every day excited to encourage and inspire you to be the best version of yourselves. and that your fellow students, the ones that you just saw stand and all over this campus, will be a significant part of your growth and transformation. From this day forward, you are not just students, but scholars, innovators, and future change agents in our society. We know that the path ahead may have many twists and turns. You may take a course in a subject that you had no idea that you would love, and suddenly you change your major. You may conduct research that opens your eyes to the joy of discovery and a career that you may not have ever imagined. You may meet someone who seemingly has nothing in common with you and find a lifelong friend. As you go through each one of these experiences, we will be right here alongside you to support you, to encourage you, and to cheer you on until we meet you on another stage, and that stage will be graduation. I look forward to seeing you do amazing things here at UMBC. On behalf of this entire community, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing us. We are delighted that you are here. Next, it is my great pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, Meghna Chandrasekaran, who will welcome you on behalf of the Student Government Association. Meghna, the incoming SGA president, is a senior Sondheim Public Affairs scholar studying political science and biological sciences, and a member of the Honors College. Prior to being elected president, she served in various roles within SGA. Meghna is also vice president of the Undergraduate Affairs for the University System of Maryland Student Councils and a University System of Maryland Longerberg Legacy Fellow. At UMBC, she is also heavily involved with the UMBC Center for Democracy and Civic Life and initiatives for identity, inclusion, and belonging. Please join me in welcoming Meghna.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Good, cool. My name is Meghna, and I am a rising senior studying political science and biological sciences, and I am the student government president. I want to extend my warmest congratulations and welcome to our incoming class of Retrievers. You all are now part of our UMBC family, and we are so excited to have you here. I remember sitting where all of you are now a few years ago. It was the first time most classes were in person after the pandemic hit us, and my anxiety was through the roof. As a commuter, I wasn't sure what my experience would be like also. So I was excited when I went to our biannual Involvement Fest on Erickson Field. There were over 100 organizations pitching their orgs to students, and one happened to catch my attention, the Student Government Association. I went to check them out and saw that they had a first-year ambassadors program, a program meant for incoming first-year students who are interested in student governance. I thought it would be fun just to check it out, so I applied, and I got into the 2021-2022 cohort. We were a small group of 12, but those 12 are still my friends to this day. Through the FYA program, we shadowed different SGA branches, attended different meetings, and hosted one of the biggest events on campus, the Stress-Free Zone, to help students de-stress during finals. Through this experience, I learned one thing. We as students have a voice and have the power to make change. I know, this sounds like a buzzword that a lot of institutions throw around, but after experiencing it firsthand here, I can tell you that this is absolutely true. I was able to be in spaces with administrators and staff, and we were able to make the change that you see on campus today. The parking space counter in Commons Garage, the solar panel tables around Commons Terrace, and the 24-hour Retriever Learning Center in the library are all different SGA initiatives that were developed by students like you through the Prove It competition. P.S. We are relaunching it this year, so I'm really hoping that a lot of you will apply. So if you have an idea for the betterment of our campus community, definitely apply. Seeing this phenomena inspired me to continue my involvement with SGA. After my first year, I went on to become the PR manager, a senator, the executive vice president, and in all of these roles, my main focus was to make sure students like you can always find different opportunities to find their people and become engaged on campus. UMBC is a special place because the minute you become a part of our community, you are now part of a long-standing culture that promotes agency. Even the smallest of actions, like going to an organization's meeting to hosting a grand-scale event, is part of that agency. It is all because you decided to fully embrace the UMBC spirit. I encourage you all to get to know the people who are entering UMBC alongside you. You never know the range of opportunities you have until you take the first step. There are plenty of ways to connect and make friends, whether you are a commuter, transfer, graduate student, or a resident student. And in fact, I also encourage you to go to Involvement Fest this year on Wednesday, September 4th, and find an organization that you will enjoy being a part of. I will be there at the SGA table promoting this year's First Year Ambassadors Program, so you already know a friendly face there, so no excuses. I expect to see all of you there at Involvement Fest, and maybe some of you will even apply to be a first-year ambassador or make change through our Prove It competition. Thank you all for your time, and I can't wait to see what you all do in your UMBC journey. Next, I am pleased to introduce Jessica Berstrom, a fifth-year student and PhD candidate in the Interdisciplinary Language, Literacy, and Culture PhD program. For her dissertation, Jessica is studying the 50-year Indigenous movement to change the name of the Washington, D.C. National Football League team. She is the Graduate Student Association President for 2024-2025 and previously served in GSA as Vice President, Co-Chair of the Equity of Funds Committee, Senator, and member of the Strategic Planning and Graduate Assistant Advisory Committees. She is also a member of the University Steering Committee, the Initiatives for Identity, Inclusion, and Belonging Advisory Board, and the University System of Maryland Student Council. She is a two-time recipient of the LLC Publicly Engaged Research and Storywork Fellowship and won first place in the UMBC 3-minute thesis competition this year. Please join me in welcoming Jessica.
Thank you so much, Meghna. I am honored to be here today as GSA President to welcome you to UMBC, where we recognize inclusivity as excellence. This university, as Meghna said, is a special place for all of us, and I am so excited for you that you are joining us here. I am so excited for us that we get to have you here. UMBC is special because as a university, it is leading the charge toward the best practices in higher education in the future. And that all revolves around inclusive excellence. So I want to ask you to sit with the significance and challenge of that ideal as I speak with you today. Inclusivity requires everyone in this community to actively work to achieve a sense of belonging for everyone else. It is not enough to let someone else concern themselves with that group over there. We all must think about how to enact this shared value when UMBC community members offer an incredible diversity of interests and experiences, of religion, gender identity, family situation, ability, sexuality, national origin, gender expression, ethnicity, age, race, and economic status. How, you might ask, can we create a sense of belonging for all those people at once when the world itself has found that to be a perpetual difficulty? I'm a scholar, teacher, activist, so of course my response is to ask you a question in return. How can we not? I urge you to consider and learn and teach everyone we meet to practice and perform this principle of inclusive excellence in your classrooms and laboratories, in the library, in the commons, in places of worship and places of study, in dining areas, in public spaces on campus, on public transportation, in private residences, in social spaces, in restrooms, in healthcare facilities, in your families, in governments, on the internet, and throughout the world. Because we are UMBC, and we are changing that world. And now I will briefly speak just to the graduate students. Welcome to the Graduate Student Association. You are a member because you are a graduate student here at UMBC. We offer opportunities for research and travel funding, for scholarly and professional development, for social connection, for leadership and advocacy, for care and assistance. We are here for you and with you, and quite frankly, cannot do it without you. Look for those opportunities, learn more, and join us. I look forward to learning and working with you and meeting you at the cookout today. Next, it is my privilege to introduce our next speaker, who enthusiastically exemplifies UMBC's commitment to community engagement by supporting other historians and sharing her own brilliant and engaging work both inside and outside academic settings. On behalf of the student body, please join me in welcoming Dr. Amy Freud, the recipient of the 2024 Presidential Teaching Award. Amy joined our UMBC community in 2005. She is a professor of history and the incoming director of the Drescher Center for the Humanities. She also holds affiliate appointments in the Gender, Women's, and Sexuality Studies Department and the Language Literacy and Culture Program. She was the founding director of UMBC's Entrepreneurship and Innovation minor, and her teaching and research interests include British history, women's history, and early modern European history. Her colleagues refer to her, appropriately, as a gifted and innovative teacher. She is the author of Silent Partners, Women as Public Investors During Britain's Financial Revolution, 1690 to 1750, and Never Married, Single Women in Early Modern England. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Amy Freud.
I want to thank our students who did such a fabulous job in welcoming you today. Welcome, new Retrievers. We are so excited to have you with us. I'm honored to welcome you as the representative of the UMBC faculty. As Jessica said, I'm a professor of history, and I'm also the author of several books, as she mentions, and the winner of some teaching awards, and the director of our Humanities Center. And I say all that not to brag, but I want you to know that I have achieved all those things because I'm a first-generation college student. I don't know how many of you today might be, like me, the first person in your family to either go to college or to perhaps hopefully finish that college degree. But if you are also first gen, I'm especially welcoming you. My BA launched me into this career, and it's why I'm here today. I'm an example of the power of higher education. And I attended a convocation as a first-year college student, just like you are now. I've been a faculty member at several college campuses before I came to UMBC, and I can tell you that here we are truly student-centered. You're going to see that in the next 4 years. We want our students to succeed, as President Shears Ashby said. And I often tell my colleagues that we have one of the best jobs in the world. We get to help launch young people like yourselves into their careers and their adult lives. I can't imagine anything better. And make sure to keep in contact with us after you leave with that degree, okay? I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity today to share some of the things that I think your other professors here want you to know as you embark on your degree at UMBC. My first pro tip, college is what you make of it. We can provide this wonderful setting, we can provide wonderful faculty and wonderful courses for you, but actually it's what you do with your degree that matters. So my suggestion, actually strong recommendation, is don't waste your time and money by not going all in. Take responsibility for your own learning and your growth while you're here. Create the college experience that you want to have. And if you want to do something and you don't see it available, let us know. Pro tip number 2, transition can be difficult. The first semester of college, it could be a little rocky for you. I'm a faculty member, and I'm telling you, remember this, okay? In October, November, December, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail, even. It's what you do after you fail that matters. We want you to pick yourself up and learn from those mistakes. None of us are perfect. We've all made mistakes. It's how you respond to difficulty that matters, okay? Number 3, be well-rounded. Get a liberal arts education. If you're a STEM major, take a class in the humanities, and vice versa. One thing you'll like to know is that graduate and professional schools and employers love to see students who combine different majors and minors and who work across disciplines in creative ways. These are the kind of people that go on to think outside the box and make thought-provoking connections across and between fields. This is a way to make yourself stand out. Number 4, do something outside of class. I'm a professor, class is super important to me, you gotta come to my class, but there's more to college than coursework. Volunteer, join a club, create a group, join a sport, go to a talk, do an internship, go study abroad, do undergraduate research. Make college a full experience. Number 5, and this is kind of controversial, college isn't just about getting a job. Believe me, we want you to be gainfully employed, don't worry. But it's about finding meaning and purpose in your life. We tell our history majors in my department that we are not here to train them in a particular job. Rather, we're helping them master the skills that will enable them to have a career. We want them to learn to read, learn to analyze, learn to think, learn to communicate. Even if you are attending college to get a job, think about what type of job and career you want. Money is not the only thing that was going to bring you satisfaction. I know that's hard to realize when you're 18 or 20 years old, but think about a career that provides meaning and purpose in your life. That is what I wish for all of you. Lastly, take care of yourself. Eat, sleep, hydrate. Let us help you when you need it. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it's a sign of bravery. You're admitting that you can't always solve everything by yourself. That's an important life lesson to learn while you're here at UMBC. And know that your faculty are here because we want you to be successful. So go ahead, ask us questions, email us. Maybe don't call us bruh, maybe call us prof or doctor. Come to office hours, which many of us now call student hours because they're for you. And if you're going to want a letter of recommendation 3 or 4 years from now, it's best to get to know your professors now. Now, good luck to you all. You get to spend the next 4 or so years learning, thinking, and questioning. Your professors are here to assist you. We can't wait to see what you do. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our new provost, Manfred H.M. Van Dulmen, UMBC's Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs. Provost Van Dulmen joined the UMBC community just this July from Kent State University in Ohio. At Kent State, he served in a variety of leadership roles, including Senior Associate Provost and Dean of the Graduate College. He holds a PhD in Family Social Science from the University of Minnesota, and his research interests include adolescent and young adult relationships and experiences, as well as externalizing behavior problems and aggression. Please join me in welcoming Provost Van Doelman.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to UMBC. Thank you for choosing UMBC as your educational destination of choice, and I'm so very thrilled and humbled to stand here in front of you today. I know the future is bright when I look at everyone here, and you will do awesome in the coming years. You got this. Today is about you, but I also want to share with you a few things about myself and my educational journey. I grew up in the Netherlands, and I'm a first-generation student and first-generation immigrant. My parents never had the ability in their teens to go to college or even finish beyond 9th grade, not because of their ability, but because at the time, choices about continuing education were based on your parents, in my case my grandparents, performance and their economic resources, not your own ability. As parents, they wanted to make sure I would not face any barriers in my educational journey, and without them and their commitment, I would not be here today standing in front of you. I want you to take a minute and please give a round of applause for all the adults and friends who supported you on your educational journey and allowed you to be here today. As provost, my commitment to you is that I will do everything in my ability to make sure that you have access to a great educational experience and that you have the supports you need to excel, graduate with a degree, and be ready to make a difference in your community and in the world. Growing up, it was instilled in me that it was okay to be different. I think maybe in some ways actually it was expected. And when I was in elementary school, my dad, who had worked as a bricklayer since age 16, decided to become a stay-at-home dad for a few years, and my mother became the primary breadwinner. In 1970s small-town Catholic Netherlands, this was quite a culture shock. In high school, the mothers had coffee with moms each month. My dad decided he wanted to join as well, and he did. And the advertisements and promotions for this event were changed to coffee with parents. For me, this was an example of leadership and of how important it was to know who you are and carve out your own trajectory and do what is right. Inclusive excellence is core to everything we do at UMBC, and I also want you to embrace this as you start your educational journey. And as you start this journey, you have so many opportunities in front of you. Take advantage, but also focus on who you are, who you want to be, not on who others want you to be. Success is not only getting a good grade in each course, although that's important, but also making choices that you are happy with and that just feel good for you, that you feel like it's the right choice. More so than thinking about what you want your major to be, think about where you see yourselves in 5, 10, 15 years, what skills you want to learn in college, and how you want to improve the world. Embrace the opportunities, have constructive conversations with people who think differently, and learn from each other. I want to say a few more things about the opportunities at UMBC. UMBC has over 100 majors and programs that span the arts, humanities, engineering, computer science, natural sciences, and social sciences. UMBC has over 200 student organizations and over 400 active study abroad opportunities and countless opportunities to work with faculty on research or community-based projects. Many of our students take advantage of internships and career-related experiences as well. And in fact, 55% of our graduate and 45% of our undergraduate students who are employed out of college, and almost all of them are, had previously interned or worked for their current organization while they were at UMBC, so during college. Think about that. Don't forget the non-credit opportunities either. There are over 200 student organizations and many and numerous ways to get involved on campus and in the community. Now, my future goal is that you at some point have like a Netflix menu or something like that where you can actually choose, because I'm not sure how you choose from all these opportunities. Right? So that's also student success. Hopefully in the future we can make it easier for you how you choose. I know from my own experience that college at times can be overwhelming. And you know what? It's okay to feel that way. We are here to support you and help you succeed. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Take some breaks when you need to. There are many resources on campus to support you in taking care of yourselves. Finally, be kind to each other. This is a university community that deeply cares for you and for each other. And I hope you have a wonderful semester and academic year. We believe in you, and I know you will be great. It's now my pleasure to introduce Renique Kirsch, Vice President for the Division of Student Affairs. Renique became UMBC's Vice President for Student Affairs on August 15, 2023, and she began her career in Student Affairs as a Community Director of Residential Life at UMBC. She is a strategic leader with a strong commitment to student success and well-being, fostering an inclusive environment where students feel supported and heard, and when transformative experiences pave the way to new discoveries and new opportunities. Renique received the Fulbright Administrators Award in 2023 and was named a Senior Impact Fellow by the Aspen Institute in 2022. She earned her BA in Communications from Oakland University, her MED in College Student Personnel from the University of Maryland, and her PhD in Community Health from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Please welcome Vice President Kirsch.
Thank you. Students, congratulations. The resilience and dedication of purpose you have shown that have prepared you for this next chapter of your education is shining bright today. We are proud of each of you, and we are truly honored that you have chosen UMBC to be the next step in your educational journey. I can remember sitting in the seats just like the ones you're sitting in, probably about 100 years ago. And then, as I'm sure many of you are experiencing now, I was excited and terrified, I was overwhelmed and overjoyed, and I was ready to chart the path toward my future. Personally, I loved college so much that I decided not to leave, as you can see. And I transitioned from finding my own way to having the honor of paving the path and providing opportunities for students who enter our doors year after year. I know that I am one of many on this stage and in this room and across campus who are honored to be part of your journey, and we are excited to welcome you to your new home. UMBC is a remarkable place. In fact, some might say you made a brilliant choice. We use the term UMBC family because that is truly what community is. Our faculty, staff, and administration are committed to making your educational experience the best that it can be, not because it is our job, but because it is truly our passion as a community. Every single person in this room and on our campus is deeply committed to your success. We use the term student success a lot in higher education, and we know and recognize that for each of you, you will define what this means for yourself. And as faculty and staff of this institution, it is our job to also define our role in ensuring that you are successful on your journey. Do we define success as graduation? Absolutely. We want to see all of you here on this stage at the end of your journey as a bookend to the outstanding work that you will do over the next several years. But success means so much more than just that single metric. Success for us is about ensuring that we are providing you with an experience that enables you to meet your full potential. It is about taking advantage of opportunities both inside and outside of the classroom that don't just check a to-do list, but that transform your thinking, transform the way you do things, that challenges you and that gives you the confidence to achieve your goals. We want you to acquire knowledge and to be able to think and reason critically, to develop socially, and most importantly, to communicate effectively. We want you to have the room to learn in an environment where you will hear and value opinions that are different from your own, where you are seen and where you will see others, where you will expand your comfort zone, find new mentors, and where your propensity to be inquisitive and curious will be celebrated and valued. That is our commitment to you. These next several years are an investment in yourself, so I encourage you to try new things, to take creative risks, and embrace discomfort. So as you prepare for this next step in your new journey, we want to end with one of the most important parts of this program, the pinning ceremony. This tradition marks a special time in your academic career, the moment where we formally welcome you to the UMBC family. The pin that you received as you entered the arena today is a symbol of our commitment to supporting you. Please take a moment to locate your pin. Should be on your seat, underneath your seat, in your pocket crumpled up. If you did not receive a pin, please raise your hand now so a member of our staff can get one for you. I'm going to give you a second to take that pin off the card. The pin in your hand is also a sign of your commitment to the responsibilities that you accept as you enter UMBC. This pin serves as a reminder of our values and our traditions. And as you prepare to put on your pin, we ask that you take a moment to find the UMBC Community Commitment Statement on your pin card. Each of us has a place here at UMBC, and this commitment statement represents our collective responsibility to ensure that we center inclusion, belonging, and care in everything we do. At this time, I'd like to ask Jessica and Meghna to join me at the podium to lead the reading of the UMBC Student Community Commitment Statement. New Retrievers, please stand with your pen in your hand and join us as we read out loud. Ready? As Retrievers, we are committed to the highest standards of academic and behavioral integrity as a core principle that determines how we live and learn in a university community. Each of us has a responsibility to foster an environment where all students, faculty, and staff feel they belong, they are valued, they are safe, and their story matters. Through our words and our actions, we honor inclusion, freedom of expression, and dialogue. We respect differing opinions, beliefs, practices, and needs. We foster brave spaces where people of all backgrounds and viewpoints can use their voices. As a member of this community, I affirm to uphold the highest standards of integrity, honesty, equity, care, and respect. I am committed to showing compassion to myself and others. I know that my commitment is core to being a UMBC Retriever, to uplifting our community, and to creating a better world. Thank you all. I want you to please take a moment and look to your left, and look to your right, and look all around this room. This is your community, and it is your presence that represents the beauty of UMBC.
If our new Retrievers will remain standing, I'd like your full attention for a few more moments. I ask that you listen closely as I say more about our community. Part of the privilege, indeed expectation, of being in this community is that we are responsible for creating a safe and healthy environment for ourselves and for our fellow members. We live in a culture where sexual violence and sexual harassment have been normalized. Statistics show that 25% of women, 29% of transgender, non-binary, and gender-conforming people, and 7% of men will experience some form of sexual violence during their time in college. And the risk is greatest in a student's first semester. Let me be clear. Sexual violence and misconduct are absolutely not tolerated on this campus. We take action to address every report of sexual harassment, sexual assault, domestic violence, dating violence, and stalking. This includes providing support and resources for anyone who may experience sexual violence and misconduct, and holding accountable anyone who is found responsible for engaging in this behavior. Because it is so vital to our campus culture, we require all students to participate in mandatory training about sexual violence prevention, which includes gaining a strong understanding of the word consent. Consent is knowing, voluntary, and affirmative agreement between parties to participate in a given behavior. Consent is not silence. It is not I don't know, or maybe, or a shrug. Consent can be withdrawn at any time, and consent to engage in one kind of activity is not consent to do something else. If you are ever in doubt, stop and ask. Thank you for listening and for being a responsible member of this beloved community. Provost Van Dulman, will you please join me at the podium?
President Shears Ashby, on behalf of the faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to present to you the incoming class of undergraduate and graduate students. The faculty and staff of the university are committed to supporting them throughout their academic journey at UMBC and beyond. We look forward to presenting them to you again at their commencement ceremony.
I almost jumped in too soon, Provost Van Dulman. I was so excited to say congratulations and welcome to UMBC. Please remain standing if you are able while we invite the faculty, staff, and any other students to please rise. Please join me in welcoming the UMBC Jubilee Singers to lead us in the singing of our alma mater. The choir will be conducted by Janice Jackson, Director of the UMBC Jubilee and Gospel Choirs. You'll find the words, "I lost you. I lost you." You're going to hear these same words at graduation, so we're practicing now. Okay, you'll find the words to our alma mater on the back of your pen card. After the alma mater, we ask that you remain at your seats. Our program will be concluded by our Grand Marshal. Please wait to leave until the platform party and faculty and staff have formally recessed.
See
Congratulations again to all the new members of our UMBC community. Welcome, new Retrievers. Continue to be the gifted and amazing people you are. Follow your passions, be true to yourself, dream big, and welcome to the amazing community that we call UMBC. Following the conclusion of today's ceremony, you are invited to celebrate the start of the academic year by attending the free community cookout on the quad. As you exit the building, please follow the parade to dinner. This concludes the 2024 convocation ceremony. Please remain in place until the platform party and the faculty and staff have recessed. On behalf of the UMBC community, I wish you congratulations and welcome.